Jack here, owner of Hockey Alley, bringing you back hockey history. And today I got NHL player Jamie Huscroft. How are you, Jamie?
Doing good, Jack. Yeah, no complaints. I'm still involved with hockey, so right. If you love what you're doing, it's never a job, right? And so I am loving life.
That's awesome. Great to hear. Thank you. Thank you for coming on and talking to me and making the interview. We want to bring back hockey history. That's what it's all about.
Amen. Good.
Yeah. And you played in Seattle in the Western Hockey League. Is that correct?
I did. Yeah. In the mid '80s, I was traded. I started out in Portland with the Winterhawks, and then shortly thereafterwards, I got traded to Seattle, and still there right now.
Wow. So you're living there in Seattle still?
Yeah. I met my wife when I was playing, girlfriend and wife now. So we live about 30 miles south of the city in Tacoma, and it's a great place, especially obviously with the Kraken in town, it makes it even better.
Yeah. How popular was the hockey back then when you played juniors in Seattle?
Yeah, not really, right? Put it this way, I met my wife at a PR event. She was going to Seattle University. We were at a basketball game, and about four of us of the Seattle hockey team, we went there to give out some stuff, and they were called the Breakers back then. Now they're called the Thunderbirds, obviously, but so they had the reserve seats right in front of them, and a reserve for the Seattle Breakers, and they thought we were breakdancers, so they had no clue what we were. They didn't know hockey was in town, but obviously they don't have that now. It's because it's the Thunderbirds are hockey's very popular, but the Thunderbirds are a great organization. Hockey is growing here at what you would expect an expansion franchise to put out. So I'm involved in the ice arena business, and we rely heavily on new skaters, adult and youth, and we've seen great growth over the last few years, and we expect it, especially now with the Kraken doing so well. We expect those numbers to grow even more. But right now we've only got, I think, 11 to 12 arenas in the greater Seattle area, and as we all know that, those arenas are already filling up to capacity, so we're going to have to start building more rinks as we grow, which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's a lot of rinks for a city that size. That's great, and hope it grows. And you're doing a great job doing that. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, I want to ask you. So when you were young and juniors, when did you know that you were going to be? There was a chance for you to play in the NHL. Were you in the first year of juniors or second year, or at the end of your junior career?
Well, there's probably about 800 guys listening right now that played in the CHL or the Western Hockey League that are laughing right now because they're like, "You suck." There was never a time I thought I was going to make the NHL. But I was a 9th round draft pick, right? They were sweeping. The lights were out and they were sweeping the floors when they called my name. So did I?
Wow.
Did I ever think that I had a chance? No. My goal when I played junior hockey was I wanted to get my 4 years of education, which I did. And that was the deal, right? Every year you play there, you get a year of education taken care of. But so that was my dream. And then, I turned pro, and I was like, okay, I'll play a year or two, and then go back to college. And one turned into 2, and 2 turned into 14, and I was blessed with expansion. We had 5 expansion teams over 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
It totally diluted the talent pool and allowed players like myself to make that hop into the NHL, and I'm very thankful. But I edged out 14 years, and wow. I was just a product of good timing.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a great story. Any favorite teams that you had that you played for? Any favorite coaches?
Golly, That's a great question.
Thank you.
I grew up in a town called Creston, British Columbia, up in the Kootenays, and Creston was where the hometown of a guy named John Busick, and John Busick is still an ambassador to the Boston Bruins, but that was in the 70s there, late 70s, they had their success, won a couple of cups, and so he was always in town in the summer, and I always did the Johnny Busick Hockey School. So and then he would bring in the odd Boston Bruin to help with the school or go golfing, and you'd get to meet him. And so I grew up as even though I was, a Vancouver Canuck fan like most were, Johnny was in town, and I always wanted to be a Boston Bruin. So I fulfilled both of those wishes and dreams. I was a Boston Bruin for 2 or 3 years, and then a few years later, I got traded from Tampa over to Vancouver, and loved it there. But yeah, if you're wondering what the tattoo on my butt is, it's a Boston Bruin tattoo. To this day, I just think the world of their management, Cam Neely, right, running the show with Donnie Sweeney, their scouting staff is all a bunch of old buddies, and anyways, just super first class all the way. So I just cannot say enough good things about them. But number 2, I'd probably pick Calgary. Calgary was a guy named Al Coates was the GM there at the time and traded for me, and was probably my favorite GM, and just because he's just a good guy, and built a great team, and we had a lot of success there. But I love the city, right? Gotta love the Calgary.
Nice people.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just blue skies and nice people, and but cold, right?
Yeah. You guys had a tough team though in Calgary. That was a tough group of guys. It was.
Yeah. And that was probably I was in Boston, and I was, we had 3 middleweights, and I was a middleweight, right? I wasn't fooling anybody, and and we kind of took our turns fighting. But Boston or in Calgary, we had 1 heavyweight and 3 or 4 middleweights. So Sandy McCarthy was the heavyweight, and Ronnie Stern and Paul Cruz and myself, and whoever else happened to be available at the time. We were kind of doing cleanup duty, so it took the pressure off of us to go fight every night, the heavyweights.
Yeah.
So I was playing a lot in Calgary at the time. I had Phil Housley as my defense partner, and I was, he was arguably one of the best U.S. players ever to drop on the skates. So I was very fortunate, and we had great coaching, Guy Lapointe and Pierre Paget, made a lot of fun, and so I enjoyed Calgary a lot.
Yeah. Did you ever play for Brian Sutter in Boston? Was he your coach? Yeah.
Yeah, Heinze. You talked to Heinze there. You interviewed Heinze. So one of my favorite stories, Sudsy he was so intense, and I love the guy, but so intense that it'd be 3 hours for a game, and we'd come into the room, and he'd be waiting there, his eyes as big as saucers, and he'd just wind up and hit you as hard as he could, right in the chest.
Wow.
And he'd say, "Are you ready?" And I'd be like, "Sudsy, it's like 4:30. The game starts in 3 hours. I'll be ready at, I'll be ready at 7, right? Not 4:30. And so we'd all go downstairs and cram in the the ping pong table and the coffee and the change room downstairs, and then we'd come up for a stretch, and and just to stay away from his intensity. But I'm not taking anything away from him. He's a good person and a quality person and a great coach. But we had Tom McBee there. Tommy McBee is probably the best coach I've ever had. I had him in the minors for 5 years, 4 years in New Jersey system, and then I followed him over to Boston. But Tommy was the assistant coach for the couple years I was there, and really made it fun for Ray, the big boys, Ray Bork and Neely and Oates and Aya Brady and
They're very passionate about the Bruins. Definitely,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And any stories on Neely that year? He was injured a lot, but he still got 50 goals. He wasn't practicing. Yeah.
That's a good question. Cam was Cam Neely. I mean, you think, I got 50 goals. You know, he's big, tough. What does he have to worry about? He would be on his knees in the bathroom, throwing up. I caught him a couple times, and I talked to his brother Scott about it because Cam he's just, I don't know. He was on a pedestal for me, right? I didn't want to talk to him much because he's an intimidating force, and still is to this day. Not out of strictly respect, but he was on his knees throwing up,
Ooh.
and I'm like, oh God, Cam, you're not feeling well, and then after a couple times, I'd be like, I went to Scott, I'm like, buddy, why did he do that? And he said, well, because he's so nervous. He puts so much pressure on himself every game to perform at that optimal level, and I'm like, golly, maybe I should start doing that because I'm not at the point. I'm scared out of my tree, but I'm not, nervous like that, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's Cam. But I remember Cam. I was in the old guard, '94, probably the last year they had it, and he scored. That was a lockout year, and he scored. That was condensed. 50 games, and that was condensed season. And he scored 50 goals in 48 games, I think, and he was number one. He was the first one to 50 that year.
Wow.
And it was just so. And then he scored. I think he got 51. If I'm not mistaken, he scored a hat trick that game. And then so he had 49, 50, and then 51. So 51. Then the whole day stopped, and they threw all the hats out on the ice, and the building was shaking, and I was sitting on the bench, and I remember, looking at Ray Borg and going, this is the best thing. I'll never forget this for the rest of my life.
Wow.
Cam Neely and that building, and how, it was surreal, even to this day. So yeah, that's probably my most memorable hockey story.
Wow, that's awesome. I never knew that. Nobody know. A lot of people don't know that. That's great to hear. What kind of hockey sticks did you use back in the day when you played, and what kind of curve did you use? Specific curve?
Well, for me, because I wasn't a very good player. That's to say the least. I got what they gave me, right? So first couple of years, right, you go to camp, and I just say, hey, so and so, can I use your stick pattern? And they'd be sure. And then if they were good enough to get you a pattern, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what pattern I used. It was just a simple curve, right? I never played that much, so I didn't have to worry about a curve. But they were wooden Sherwoods.
Okay.
And then Gretz came out with those half-piece pistons. And then I loved those. That was a game changer. And then they came out with the composites, right? And that would have been the late 90s.
Late 90s, yeah.
Late 90s, yeah. I was in the minors when I finally made that switch. Because my last year I played in the minors because I was, old and shitty player. But anyways, that was the end of it. I just got the beginning of those composites.
Yeah, I played 1 year with the composites in my final year. That was it, just a shaft. But before that was all wood sticks, Canadian.
Yeah. And then remember having to curve them every time, and then you'd have to shape the knob down, and fiberglass all over your hands, and then
Itchy.
You go out, itchy, and then you go out there and slash somebody or cross-check somebody, and the stick would break, and you're like, oh, great, there's a couple $100 in 15 minutes of my time. And then you'd always have 3 different sticks, right? You'd have a power play, in the minors, power plays, but a power play, a penalty killing, and a 5-on-5 stick, right? Your penalty killing was a 2x4. Power play was a little bit lighter with a bigger curve, and then your regular stick was just your regular stick. But I love those days.
I was thinking, I told somebody this about a couple months ago that if I was on a penalty kill nowadays, I'd have an extra long stick with the biggest blade. Would you have ever done that or no?
Yeah. You would have a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And try to have it a little bit longer, and blades seem to be just whatever they came.
Yeah.
But it would be a little bit heavier.
Yeah,
so I
for
could
sure.
cross-check somebody, right? You'd want to lay the with the Finlay killing, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about that now, but we sure did back then.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah.
Do you have any of your game jerseys still?
Well, you got some good questions there, Jack.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do. I have all of them hung up except for New Jersey, and I haven't had a chance to get that one, but I have them all framed.
Oh, nice.
And we recently moved residences. You know, we sold our house and moved into a smaller, just a different location. And so I don't have a man cave anymore. So my wife let me put up 3 jerseys.
Oh.
So I put up, I think I have a Boston, a Tampa, and a Calgary jersey up. Just,
That's cool.
So and that's it. No other memorabilia. She won't let me put anything else up there. So that's good though. Yep, I'm good with that.
Any preparations or superstitions that you had before the game?
You know, I always, I did. Everything had to go left to right.
Okay.
Left skate, right skate, left knee pad, right knee pad, you know, and so on. But I do, you know, I remember a superstition though. I used to laugh in New Jersey. I remember Sean Burke. You couldn't talk to him, like you couldn't even look at him. Right? Burke, I love Burke. Such a good guy. And but Burke, you couldn't talk to him. You couldn't look at him. Nothing. And then I remember Shanahan, Brendan Shanahan was next to me, and he'd have both his sticks next to him, and then he'd have 3 pieces of fan mail, I think, or something like that. And I'm watching it, but I do remember I'd laugh at him. And then someone, I think, had to bring him his fan mail, or he'd go get it. He'd open them up, do his sticks, and then off he'd go. But I was like, well, I didn't have to worry about fan mail because no one sent me anything. But anyways, it's just one of those silly things, right? You're like, oh my God, we're so, you know, I don't know. I don't want to say petty or it's just we're so much like athletes, right? We're just, you know, you have a good game because you wear a green shirt with a turtleneck. Well, the next game, you got to wear that green shirt and turtleneck or else.
We all have those.
But that's good, right?
Yeah.
And I was, you know, I got to play with seven different NHL teams, probably 9 or 10 in total with the minors, I met so many unbelievable players. Like I just got back from the Coyotes alumni golf tournament. They had 32 alumni there, and they had Charlie Simmer, and they had Lanny McDonald and Tim Hunter, and Gary Roberts and Wayne McBean and Greg Adams, and you know, you just go down the list, and they had so many players there, and Shane Doan, and it was just you get to know these guys, and they're like family. It's been 25, almost 30 years since I've been in the league, and they're just like a fraternity.
It's awesome.
Yeah, real nice. It's a good. Very fortunate to be in such, in such wonderful company.
Yeah, it's awesome. Which player was the toughest to play against, would you say? Like going in against you, maybe in the corners. Did you have any particular players that were tougher than others?
Well, there's tough. Who did I just hate? Well, when I first started off, it was Mario Lemieux. Because they'd literally laugh at him and Yager and Stevens or whoever they had on their line, right? They'd literally come down. I've never seen it since then. But they'd come down and they'd just laugh. And they just like, what are you going to do? You couldn't do anything.
Wow.
They were so talented. And then for speed, it was when Solani and Korea were together in Anaheim. That for them, it was just I've never seen speed like that. It's kind of like Bure and McGillney in Vancouver. But that was that's a fear. But as far as deep fear of getting your head run through the boards, that was the Lindros, Leclerc, and Renberg line. going to get you. And he just punished our guys and myself. I was just like, you big son of a gun. But I mean, nothing but utter respect for the guy.
Yeah.
And then as far as tough, though, the toughness, that was Detroit. Going into Detroit when Proby and Kosher and those guys were there, it was just like, oh my God. You're not going to get just beat up. You're probably going to get hurt.
Wow.
And hurt bad, yeah. Joey Kosher punched me in the face once, and I looked around to see if a horse kicked me in the head because I didn't think it was humanly possible to get hit that hard by somebody. And it was just like, oh, I guess someone can hit that hard, but yeah, it hurt.
Wow.
It hurt me for about 3 weeks, and anyways, that's the good old days. Thank God that's not the case anymore.
The players of today, would they be able to handle the game of back when you were playing? Would they be able to survive out there?
I think most would, because you adapt, right? I think a lot of the players back then would be just fine in today's game, right? It's rules are rules, and you would conform, you would adapt, and it wouldn't be a problem. And if these players were to go back 20 years when it was all out war almost every game or a lot of games, they would adapt and they'd figure it out. But the game today is so much better. It's right. You go to the game back when, and you just knew that there's a good chance that you could get hurt and get hurt really bad.
Yeah.
And you don't want that for anybody,
no.
Right? I hooked and hold and I cross-checked and speared and sucker punched and that was just one game, right? I mean, and that was everybody. I remember once in the minors. We got the exhibition game in the NHL, which is right. There's no suspension, but I remember myself, Billy Heward was a real tough guy.
Yes.
And we were playing in New Jersey, and we had an exhibition game. We got 3 fights, and after 3 fights, they kicked you out. So we're off the ice. It was kind of a brawl, and the linesman had us, and they were simultaneously kind of pushing us off the ice, and then right next to their penalty or their box, and it was Hartford's box. And someone from the bench chirped us, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I said, "You up for number 4?" Sure. So we both jumped into their bench, and we started fighting their bench.
Wow.
It was 4 fights in one game, right? And I look at that now, and I'm like, that is so stupid. Like why would you do that? And I don't, anyways. So things have changed for the better.
Yeah.
And the money, the guys, they're making big money. Their retirement's great.
Yeah.
Right? When they leave, I mean, there's lots of help for these guys. They're smart kids now, right? They're smart. These guys are smart, and I'm so proud of them and happy that they've gone as far as they have and will continue to progress.
Yeah. Did you ever take notes on fighters that you fought, like which hand they throw? Did you guys keep like a log on guys, or was it just you go in there and you fight? I mean, was there any strategy?
There's a lot. I mean, you went through that fight probably 50 times. You mentally fight a guy probably, I don't know, 40 to 50 times. That's just me. I think it's commonplace, right? If I'm going to line up against whoever, right, Joey Kosher, or doesn't matter who it is, I know that he's going to throw, a right bomb, and if I fight Marty McSorley, I know exactly what he's going to do, right? And Rob Ray, and how they're going to do it, when they're going to do it, and and so you never want to fight. That's what you hate when a minor league guy gets called up and you don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
And you're like, is he a lefty, a righty? Is he a first punch guy? Does he, all that stuff? And you go over that so many times in your head. Now, the big boys may not have, right? Maybe the big boys didn't even care. They're like, I'm going to beat you up no matter what you do. But for myself, and I know a lot of the lesser players, the lighter weight guys, I imagine would have the same mental routine.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Speaking of toughness, what about Mark Messier? He was your teammate. How was it to have Mark Messier as your teammate?
Oh my God, what an honor! He was kind of meek, right? Power, strength, and under control, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say much, but when he did, you listened, and he didn't. He was kind of like, well, everything was water off a duck's back for him, right? He'd score 3 goals, and right, it'd be a big deal. He'd get a bad game, if a couple goals against, or have a bad shift, or we'd lose the game, and no big deal, right? It's just he was the consummate warrior. But I remember once Mark, a guy, can't remember, it was someone in Edmonton. Well, we were in Vancouver at the time, but someone kind of suckered him, right? And he came back to the bench. He goes, "Guys, leave it alone. Don't touch him. I got him." He goes, "It may take me a game, the rest of the game, the rest of the year. Maybe it takes me 4 or 5 years." He goes, "But I'll get him." And we were like, "Okay, understood," right? And so we just kind of left the guy alone. And but that's mess, right? He once. I'll never forget this. I was in Vancouver. We're the last 2 out of the locker room, and my wife had went home with the kids. And so he says, "Hey, do you want to go out for a drink afterwards?" I was like, "Are you kidding me?" "Yes." And so I remember we went to a bar after, and that drink lasted maybe a minute, and then he just gets inundated with all these people around him, right? And just he couldn't even cross the street, and people were rolling down their windows going, "Mark Messier, hey," But you know what, though? You can see what a quality guy he is when Mark Messier asked Jamie Huscroft to go for a beer, right? So
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can almost say that's one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
To go out with one of the worst players in the world.
No, don't say that.
But that's how I looked at him. Like, holy shoot! I mean, this is. But and that was Mark. Sometimes he'd come down for breakfast, and he'd say, "Hey guys, he'd sit down and he goes, 'I got you guys, I got this.'"
Oh,
and other
really
days
nice
he'd come down for breakfast. And he'd say, "Hey guys, you got me," or he'd say, "I forgot my wallet," or it's not fair. We just say, "Hey, we got this, man." But he was just, oh my God, he was just such a good guy, and you respected him. Oh my God, you respected him.
Yeah. I mean, to make the NHL is just an honor, and you were there, so I mean, you had skill, I'm sure. It's not easy to make the NHL. We all work hard. A lot of them don't make it.
Yeah, you got to have skill. I mean, you got to have an incredible amount of skill, but almost equally, you have to have an incredible amount of luck, right?
Yeah.
Timing.
Yes.
It's just there's so many. It's just because you're talented doesn't mean you're gonna make it, right? You got a better chance.
Yeah.
But you got to have talent. You got to have timing. You got to be healthy. When they call you up. I mean, it's just there's so many intangibles there that people that you'd almost go, holy shoot, if you knew them all beforehand, would you do it?
Yeah.
But anyways, it's good now. Looking back, sure not complaining.
No. Anything you want the players of today to know?
You know what? Every contract, and they know it, right? Every contract for these guys could mean, is huge, right?
Yeah.
So don't piss it away. In other words, work harder, right? Work smarter. And I mean, off season, and right, don't take any unnecessary chances, right? Especially with the internet now, or the cell phones. But they all know that. I just make sure that you keep your nose clean and your body healthy, and mentally and physically, and but they're doing it, right? Yes. I toured the Kraken locker room and talked to their strength coach, and it's just amazing. These guys, how they're treated, they're like thoroughbreds, and they're just, oh my God, they're so fortunate to have, the access to the professional fed to them, and proper meals, and with the, anyways, it's just they're very lucky, and it'd be nice. I'd love to play in this era, right?
Yes.
No fighting, no intimidation. I get a meal when I get to the rink. I get a meal when I leave the rink.
Wow.
Right? Right? The Boston Bruins locker room was, our whole locker room was the size of, I think, just their weight room. I think I went in there and I was laughing. I'm like, their weight room was bigger than our whole locker room back when we played the Bruins.
Changed.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice now? I said, they say one of the hardest things about the team now is making them leave at the end of the day, because you got the masseuse, the chiropractor, the treatment, the workout room, you got the spa. I mean, like, why would you want to leave?
Yeah. We got everything.
Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jamie, I want to thank you so much for coming on and taking the time to talk to me. It is an honor to have you. Thank you.
Yeah, you know what? Anybody that is a friend of Steve Hines is a friend of mine. So,
thank you.
But no, hey, good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
If you ever want another contact, let me know and I'll forward them on to you.
Yes, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. Thank you.
Buddy.
Have a great day.